Man is born with his destiny, but the realization of that destiny depends on the choices he makes. You are exactly where you are now because of the choices you have made in the past. Even for those things that happened without your control, you still had the option of choosing how to respond to it. Decision making can sometimes be very difficult, consumes a lot of energy, and can be worrisome if you fail to make a concrete choice or reach a definite conclusion. And we find it difficult to make certain decisions because we are uncertain of the outcome of our decision. The outcome could be negative and it could be irreversible, and we may have to live with it for the rest of our lives. Joe Andrew once said, "The hardest decisions in life are not between right and wrong, or good or bad, but it is between two good things or two bad things, and you have to choose one." In this video, I will share with you 5 things to consider when making difficult decisions that will help you to really make life-changing decisions, and that will be good for your future. If you are new here, please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell as I continue to share with you powerful secrets of success from the world's most successful people. Number 1 of the things you should do is to research for information and have an in-depth knowledge. You see, ignorance can lead you into making decisions against yourself without even knowing. So don't assume, gather facts, gather information, have a deeper understanding of the patterns of the decision that you are going to make. Understand the in-depth knowledge surrounding that particular decision and know that if I make this particular decision, this is what is likely to result. You see, when you do detailed research, you will be able to understand what may likely result from that decision you are going to make. So when you're able to decipher or to be able to discern, to know what is likely to result from the consequences of that decision, you are not going to prepare for what you're going to anticipate before it actually happens. So research for detailed knowledge, make detailed analysis, understand the options available, be able to put things in perspective to that particular decision you are going to make. So at the end of the day, you are going to make a well-informed decision based on the options available and what you can consider that is going to be relevant to that decision you are making. The second one that I'll talk about is you have to balance emotions with logic. You see, emotions are from the heart and sometimes are not logical. And then logic is from what our rational thinking and analysis tells us, and it's more reliable. Only that sometimes it is limited to the information that is available to us. So if you make decisions based on logic alone, it may be more reliable, but sometimes it will be limited. If you also make decisions based on emotions alone, emotions will actually bring out what we feel in our heart, but sometimes it's not reliable. However, emotions can also help us to make decisions, or decisions from our emotions or from our heart can go to use our intuition to see things into the future that are not yet in existence that may likely be good for us. So the ideal thing is to balance the two, because if you don't balance the two and you're going to make things based on logic alone, you may be limited in some way, because logic is always limited to the data we have. If you make it based on emotions or from the heart alone, or from the emotional mind alone, your decisions may always sometimes be less reliable. So balance the knowledge from the emotional heart and that of the logical mind. That's what you should do. Okay, the next one I'll talk about is overcoming the fear of your decision. Fear keeps people from making great decisions in their life because they are afraid of what the consequences of the decision could be. Fear can stop you from doing something you know well within your heart that you can do it, but you are afraid. We have so many fears, such as the fear of failure, the fear of the uncertainty of the future, the fear of ridicule, and even the fear of success. Sometimes you could think about the success, what you are going to achieve alone, and you are so afraid and you are overwhelmed, and you will stop making that particular decision. Fear can make you rationalize and analyze all the logic. and in the end, you settle for the safe and the ordinary option, even when you know within your heart that you can do it. So you have to overcome the fear. How do you overcome the fear? Overcoming the fear, one of it, you have to take decisive steps, take small steps. Then research, as I said, for more knowledge and information. Ignorance is what breeds fear. When you have confidence, when you have knowledge, when you know what you're going to do, you don't have fear. So that's the third one. Okay, so we go to the fourth one. The fourth one is you should have clear values and priorities. Values are important, beliefs that form an important part of our personality and dictate what is good or bad for us. Sometimes a lot of people fail to make important decisions because they don't have clear values and priorities. Okay, so what you need to do is that you need to be very sure of your priorities. You need to know what you want. You need to know what matters to you. You need to know what is relevant to you. If you are clear, if you know very well what you want, what you stand, what you are looking for to gain from that particular decision, and you know your values and priorities very clearly, then you will not struggle to make the decision. So you have to learn to know your clear values, have your priorities well noted, and know that, okay, this is what matters to me. So if you know what matters to you, making the decision becomes easier. Okay, the last one I will talk about is avoiding conventional wisdom. Conventional wisdom can lead you into making the wrong decision because you may know the right thing that you are supposed to do, but because everyone is doing something, you also decide to do it. For example, you may know the right course that you want to study, but because all your friends are choosing a particular course, and you too, you had a similar course with them, you did a similar course like that of your friend or that of your friends, you also think that, okay, that course may be the best for you. Or maybe all your friends or all the other people surrounding you are suggesting a particular thing to you, or they are choosing one of the options, but you know from your heart that this is what you want. But because you don't want to defy the norm, or you don't want to defy the wisdom of your friends, you decide to settle for what they choose for you. This is very dangerous because at the end of the day, you are the one who is going to face the consequence of your decision. You may be regretting later, but you knew what was good for you, but you decided to follow conventional wisdom. So please don't follow conventional wisdom. You have to defy the wisdom of the conventional thinkers. Think deeply, reflect upon the future. Know how you will feel when you make that decision. And I know when you do this and you avoid conventional wisdom and you follow your heart, at the end of the day, you are going to make a decision that you will be satisfied. Even if that decision doesn't go well, one day you will know that, okay, I am responsible, I did it. And you can take, when you take responsibility, you can choose the next option that will be best for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell as I continue to share with you powerful content that will help you to become the best you ever want to be. Thank you for watching.